morning, Back to Basics. Welcome back. My name is Jane, and today will be my last day filling in for a good friend. Okay, so this week we've been talking about boundaries, and I think that everybody has really covered it really well. I don't know how you are setting up your life, now that you've had weight loss surgery, or if you're not even having weight loss surgery, if you're just on a journey of self-improvement. What kind of boundaries are you finding necessary to keep you on your straight and narrow? Because that's what it's about, right? You create boundaries to keep you walking in the path that you say you want to walk, that you've chosen to walk. So some of the things that I've done, besides the typical, being careful of what I put in my mouth, making, time, making exercise a priority, being active in some way. Those are typical boundaries. But I've also made boundaries about like the people that I surround myself with. I am a recovering sad person. I'm a recovering sad person. So because I'm in recovery, and even though I've been in recovery for years, probably, I don't know, when did I start moving towards positivity? Probably sometime after my dad died. So 99, maybe. He died in 98. So, well, that first year was really sad and tough. So maybe 2000, 2001. I don't know, somewhere along there. It's been a while. I've been in recovery. Now, recovery was easy when I was by myself and not seeing anybody, because I was living kind of hermit-like before weight loss surgery. So now I just have to be mindful, because it's not whether I like the people or not. I may like a person very much, but they may rub off on me in a way that isn't good. They may with not that's their intention. It's not about their intention. It's about me, and who I am when I'm with them, right? And so now I have to be just very mindful that, yeah, I can be friendly, with everybody. I can be friendly with everybody. But to be friends, like heart friends, where somebody, is a constant companion, a best friend, if you will, I have to be very mindful of the choices I make. I was also very naive before weight loss surgery, so to me, having a girlfriend was the same as having a boyfriend, and I mean friends. I've learned that that's not so true anymore for me. So I have guy friends. Of course, I have guy friends, and I love my guy friends. But if I have any other feeling, if I find myself like, wow, this person really attracts me in a certain way, that's beyond what I think is right for me, because we're talking about boundaries here. So I've created a boundary. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna be friendly, but that's it. That's it. Because there's no room in my life for that. I have a family, and why am I going to invite trouble? This may not work for you. You might be like, oh, but then you blah blah, whatever. You can think whatever it is you want. This is a boundary I set up for me. So I'm very careful about the people I surround myself with. That's a huge boundary for me, because I know where I want to go. I know what kind of life I want to lead, and I know what I want to stand for. And I'm also aware that as a weight loss surgery patient, I self-sabotage, and one of the ways I would self-sabotage would be choosing people that don't necessarily lead me in the direction that I say that I want to go, So if I say I want to be this in the universe, then it's important that I surround myself with people that help get me there, that because I'm imperfect and I make mistakes, and everybody does. But not everybody wants the same things I do. Not everybody wants the same things you do, you know? And so in our support system, yeah, we all want support. We all want to be heard. We all want to be seen. But we still have to make a boundary. We still have to make a rule for ourselves. A rule, just like eating protein, just like watching the sugar, just like whatever rule you have. One of the rules is surrounding yourself with people that lift you higher. Also, another thing, boundary I've created for myself is that I'm very careful about what I share with people. Before I feel like I just spewed. I opened my mouth and I just spewed, you know. And as time has gone by, I realized, that's not something I need to do, to keep a part of me back, to be private. That boundary, that privacy boundary is important as a protection for myself, for my family, and that I don't owe anybody anything, I don't owe my story, like the private stuff. When we're here, I appreciate when people want to know about me, and I appreciate when they ask. If you ask, I'll tell you what you want to hear, or what I can tell you about what you're asking about. But now I just realize when it comes to certain struggles, it's for me and for my inner circle only. That's it. Everybody has troubles. Everybody does. I don't know of anybody who doesn't. But just some things are just meant to be private. Not because they're not happening, not because we're not being truthful, but because we are in recovery too. And so it's important that we honor ourselves, love ourselves enough to hold some of our struggles sacred, and know that only certain people have earned the right to hear that story. The internet makes us feel like we know each other, and it gives us a false sense of security with each other sometimes. But the truth is that not everybody who watches has earned the right to hear your story, not just because they hit the subscribe button. When you share, there's a give and take. And so the people I share with are the people that have been with me for a long time, who gave me their time, who told me their thoughts and comments, who we kept on talking there. We moved on to Facebook and we talk on a daily basis, who became a part of my real life, and that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a very long time, because friendship, it's easy to extend that hand, but friendship is forged in the fires of turmoil, and when a friend stood by you when you were not at your best, when you were not behaving in a way that was probably a good thing, but they stood by you. They told you the truth. They were willing to say, wake up, wake up. I love you, but you're not right now. And those are the friends that are worth having. So those are my boundaries. I'm sure there's a lot more, but that's what I'm sharing with you today. And it's Friday. I hope that you enjoy today and that you have a good time this weekend. Spend some time in the real life. See, that's another boundary. I've learned to make being on the internet a very small part of my day. I may do drive-bys, short ones, over the day, but I never go over the allotted time that I've set myself for, and that has made a huge difference. So we'll see ya.